Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Big Game James, and welcome to the Chop Shop. And joining me tonight, like always, in the shop, I got the musicologist, A. Reed.
Yo, what's up, baby?
Hey, and along to my left, you got the buff nerd, J-Stogs.
Let's go.
Hey, first and foremost, I want to say thank you to all those haters out there on social media. If you don't have hate, you're not doing something right. There's been a lot of people with a lot of things to say about what's coming from Big Game Entertainment, and I just want to say thank you all, because all you do is put gas on this fire that we burning over here. So, thank y'all so much, man. That's it.
I'm here for all of it.
Hey,
We want that smoke.
Hey,
We want that smoke.
all that smoke. Puff past that smoke.
Facts.
That smoke, Jay. I didn't say the Dutchie.
I got you.
I didn't say nothing else. I said,
I got you, bro.
Smoke.
I got you, man.
Hey,
smoke.
Let's clarify.
Shout out to my shadow.
And yes, that is how we will start the evening.
The show tonight, y'all. Yes, sir. That's how we're going to do it tonight. So, hey, man, earlier today, A. Reed sent a text out, and it said, football season is here. Are you excited? And I already know the answer. But for the folks that might be out there watching, are you excited? First and foremost, before we kick this thing off, if you are watching, please don't forget, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Give us a like, and then subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you know every time that we come on with new content. Now, not to throw a monkey wrench in everyone's program, we might be shifting our times around. We're going to talk about it here soon. But we will let you guys know. Make sure y'all continue to follow us on social media so y'all know when we're going to drop our brand new content. All right? Other than that, Stocks, Reed.
Yeah.
Are you guys excited for this upcoming football season?
Look at Reed's face, man. Come on. Of course. You know what? What football season does is it marks a new season of everything. Like, I get baseball. I get it. But football is America's new pastime. It is America's pastime now. Let's just call it what it is. Okay? So when football season starts, school starts, summer's ended, but school starts, and then basketball season. And so, like everything, hockey season, everything just starts off of football. So it's like, okay.
Football's that jump off. It gets everything going.
Look, man, whether it's high school, college, and pros, it's you got AP polls that are coming out, man, that are just stupid crazy, and people are getting upset about them. And it gets your blood going, and you just say, hey, man, football's starting. And people, the whole life just light up. The whole life.
Something about football that just gets everybody lit. Every single person lit. It don't matter what team you got, who you rooting for, and this is college and professional as well.
Right.
So I don't know what it is, but it just gets people lit. They be ready. I'm for it. And it's funny because I told a female coworker of mine, she was like, I don't understand why men love football so much. I said, ma'am. I was offended.
Damn.
Yeah. But I had to tell her. I said, look, how you guys got y'all's TV shows that y'all can't stop watching, your P-Valley and all that old crap that y'all watch.
Yeah.
This is us.
Yeah.
This is our week to week what's gonna happen. And we on the edge of our seats, can't wait to see the next episode. So
that's it.
Man,
I'll sit on the floor and watch a game. I'll sit on a bare floor and watch a game.
You gonna get down crisscross applesauce, Jay, just to watch a game?
Man, bro. Elbows on the floor. I don't care.
Make a way.
Man, especially if my squad is playing, hey, scoot over. Scoot over, kid. We watching the game together. So yeah, for sure, man.
You don't have to fight for space to watch your team play. Nobody fighting your house to watch them play.
Wow.
I'm just saying, dog.
You know, it's we already starting, and that's what football season is trash talking about America's team, and I get it because people are upset and jealous. They wish they had that moniker.
Oh,
They wish they were as valuable as ours. I
can I just
understand.
can I
Hey,
ask? Can I
right now,
5
ask about
rings.
hey man,
just
right
Listen,
now,
man.
Reed, I hear the Charlie Brown teacher. I didn't even hear nothing he just said. I honestly did not. He started
wah, wah,
talking,
wah,
and
wah,
all I
wah,
heard
wah,
was
wah.
wah 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 wah. Yes,
I know
you're
you
right,
heard these 5
J-Stogs.
rings. I know you
You have
heard that.
not been relevant since
I
1995. Wah 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 wah. Yes,
but
it
you know
is true
what?
that you have no
But
offensive lineman
here's
What
the
is
and
there
you're
to
thing.
be
running
jealous
Here's
against
the
a
about?
thing.
young dude.
You know when we had our last Super Bowl, but you don't know other teams when they had their last one, do you?
The
Do
other
you?
teams I care about, yes,
The other teams you care about.
yeah, that's a
when
legit statement.
okay,
J-Stogs.
when did Denver win theirs?
I said teams I care about. I don't. When the Denver won when Peyton Manning beat Cam Newton,
I understand that. What year was that?
2016.
Okay. I
Am
don't
I right?
know.
I mean, it's close, right? I mean,
Yeah, it's close enough. I don't think
point
so, but it's close.
point being, I don't care.
Oh, that's true.
That's not my team.
But that's my point, though.
Can you name every?
The Cowboys are not your team either. But
What
95.
what 5 years the Cowboys won? Like I'm just asking, like for what 5 years did they win the championship?
That was, let's see, 90, 94, 95. That was the back to back. 93. No, that's not right because that would have been 3 in a row. It was 93. Well, yeah, 94, 95. No, 95, 96, sorry. 77 and 72, I believe, was the first year. It's been a minute. I get it.
Hey, you know, I give your team your flowers. Y'all got 5 ships.
We
I can
got
Y'all got
5
understand
5.
enough.
chips.
Cool.
I don't, and I will never dish y'all for that. I just hate the fact that y'all always refer back to that. And then me being a Bengals fan, y'all always gotta want to call it. At least we got 5 championships, bro. That was in another
Look,
decade. Like
look.
we
But I
was
will say
bottom
this.
feeders.
I will say this. I'm a football fan first. Okay. And I have to tell people this. I'm a football fan first. So when I see good teams that are out there, like I have to recognize them. Like the Icky Woods shuffle, like that was the joint. That's what you did, right? When Icky Woods was playing for the Bengals. That's
Woo!
what it was.
About to get some
Okay.
cold cut.
Hey,
You know what I'm
that
saying?
commercial was the best. That guy, man, awesome. Hey,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
guys, before we get real
Yeah.
sidetracked here, because we went real left,
Yeah, we did.
I asked you guys what made you guys happy and excited about football. And one of the things I believe is it's relatable and it joins everybody and it makes guys who may not always see eye to eye or may never have conversation. It's a way to pull people into conversation.
It is.
And I believe that I can get excited for all levels of football.
I
And
gotta correct you there.
okay, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, big game. I don't
Correct
think
me.
it's just guys as in fellas. There are a lot of female fans out here who are just as cold blooded and down for their squad
Okay.
as some guys I know.
Don't take it the wrong way. Ladies, I
I
did
just
not
gotta
mean
put
to
that out there.
exclude y'all
You know,
before I said the fellas. I think it
there you go.
brings fans of the game
There you go.
together and makes it
Yes,
very relatable. And it joins and connects people in ways that we wouldn't normally connect. Now, one
absolutely.
thing for me, I believe in different stages of my life, different levels of the game get me more excited than other people. You know what I'm saying? So I
Right.
mean not other people than other games. So when my boys were playing youth football, I
Yeah.
got super excited to start young football. And before we really get things kicked off, I want to say
What up, Joe?
some stuff that happened in Dallas this weekend,
Yeah.
where a youth football coach in Dallas, Mike Hickman, got killed at a youth
Heard
football
about that.
game in front of his 9-year-old son.
Heard about that.
It just hurts my heart, man, and it makes me stop to think that a game that was meant to be used to be a teacher of young men, to help them be better people, to help them learn how to good work habits, work ethic, was, it ended up in something tragic and someone losing their life. And
Right.
so just, big shout out to the Hickman family and what they might be going through.
Real talk.
Coach Mike did not deserve this. I pray that justice is done and all will be well and he will be okay.
Did y'all hear who did it?
Yeah, we're going to get into that in a minute. That's one of the things we got jotted down in here to talk about. But it's just one of those things where I haven't done a game's extra point in a couple weeks, but this one hit a button in me to where, this week I'm going to be dropping a brand new game's extra point, and it's going to be solely dedicated to how sometimes we as people act when it comes to this game, and we take the bad out of it. We don't necessarily get the good out of everything that's supposed to go into this game and being able to teach it to our youth, man. And it just really rubbed me the wrong way. And I don't know if anyone from who is listening, but someone needs to hear that. Somebody might not know that story, and it's just a sad day.
Very much.
That
Very much.
a time of year where people get excited, like we just talked about earlier about football, and then this tragic situation happens, and it takes away from what they were trying to build on this season and what they wanted to do, with that youth football organization and everything else, man. So big shout out to Higgins family, to the Higgins family.
No doubt, man.
So, yeah, man. Hey, Joe, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it. You need to quit throwing them little school of fish up on the screen because now that now that y'all got Tua, Waddle, and Tyreek Hill, you throwing your boys out there a whole lot. Like it's just gonna be a whole lot going on. But
ain't nothing to change in Miami, dog.
No, they're gonna be a little bit better. But until they owner go,
I said it.
Ross just got way too much going on, man.
I think that all the owners do. All owners got too much going on.
Yeah, but Stephen Ross put his dirt out there. Every other owner is doing it on the low. Like Jerry had a kid. Also, we didn't know till 21 years later.
Man.
Well, anyway, we'll talk about that on Cowboys Cutting Up Wednesdays, 8 p.m.
Nice plug. The only thing.
Oh man,
Joe. The only thing that y'all got to worry about, I mean, wholeheartedly, is y'all's play from Tua. That's going to be the biggest key.
And the Buffalo Bills.
Well, that to me, that's number one. I believe, in all seriousness, I'm giving Joe. That's my family, so that's why I'm giving Joe a hard time. I honestly believe that with the defense that the Dolphins has around that team, if Tua can come out and play the way they want him to with the weapons that he has now, Miami can probably be the second best team in that division.
Possibly.
Hey, health and bills, man. I mean, that's what it is.
If they can go to the playoffs, if they go to the playoffs this year, that's a damn good thing.
That's a winning season. Yes,
that's a winning season.
Yeah.
So definitely, it can be done. It can be done.
So does anyone think that it's too far-fetched to say that the Miami Dolphins have a legit chance to compete in the AFC East?
No.
It's not far-fetched though, right?
I mean, okay, like when you say compete, like they're going to win it? No.
Why can't they beat Buffalo?
Have you seen Buffalo?
I have. I saw Buffalo blow a game against Kansas City last year also. So let's not just talk about Buffalo just but shut down everything.
And they revamped. They got an awesome linebacker. They in that signing, they got some good DBs that they came over. I mean, they went back and they said, look, our defense is our weak point. So yeah, it's gonna be a tough out. Can they beat them? I don't know.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible. But
I'm just gonna say this: we can't sleep on it. And Chris Williams, the way he plays on our defensive line, the linebacker core, secondary that they built up. Miami's been building, and the thing is, they said two of these weapons. They have Tyreek Hill. They have Jalen Waddle? Not Waddle. What's his name? Yeah. They have two good receivers. They have the big tight end. Miami can be a team that gives people fits.
Joe Mack. That's it. That's the key. Get the split, got a chance. Get the split, got a chance.
Jalen Waddle, CashApp Canida. What is wrong with you? Hey, I'm getting like my grandmama when it comes to names. I'm just calling people anything.
The fact that you're saying you getting like and you haven't okay, cool, yeah.
That's still a that's a I
Man,
don't
you
know
gonna owe
that
me so much when we
that
see each
AFC
other, I know.
that
I'm gonna choke
AFC
you,
East. That's kind of I don't know, man.
I'm gonna choke the buck nerves, y'all.
Hey,
I think
tell him, don't choke
look
me.
seriously between out of that whole division, that AFC East. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I think we all in agreement that the Bills will probably end up taking that. Still, they'll probably end
Yeah.
up getting it first. But between the Patriots, the Dolphins, and the Jets,
Stop it.
who did get better? The Jets
Stop.
did get better.
Stop.
They did get
Stop
better.
right there.
Hey,
Okay.
there's a point we're gonna
make.
make on the Jets here in like 5 seconds for our next topic we're gonna talk about. That's going we're gonna say the Jets made necessary moves and they had a good draft. You're right, Reed.
To the Jets.
But they still have some injuries going on
The
that's
Jets.
gonna slow that up.
Like the quarterback.
True.
Yeah.
The
So
Jets.
to keep with a good transition and not be the dead horse, the NFL preseason is going on right now, underway. But is the preseason necessary?
Absolutely.
Is it time for the NFL to just throw the NFL preseason away?
No. I think it's very necessary. If the league is going to allow you to pick up that many players to test them out, because you have to drain it down to a 53-man roster, I believe, isn't it? Like
right, 50, it's 53.
Yeah,
and it starts going 85, 90.
But you pick up about 80, 90 people. So I mean, you need the preseason. Obviously, you need some valid way to see who can make the squad and who can't make it. Who's going to be on your practice squad? Who's going to be, you know what I'm saying? You just need that. If you got 90 guys on the squad and you got to drop it down to 50, you got to figure out a way to do it. So, I mean, either that or just make a very, very hard cut. You know what I'm saying? And if you're going to eliminate preseason, you make a very hard cut. You know what I'm saying? You take about 4 weeks, have all these guys practicing, and then, hey, look, this is week 1, and this is who made the team. That's how they used to do it back in like high school or whatever. They used to then put your name up on the wall, and this is everybody who made the squad. If you ain't on there, that's what they would have to do.
This dude just took a page. He just took a part of the Friday Night Lights and welcomed it to the show real quick. Now, the only reason I like this question, and I had to bring it to the forefront, is I've spoken many a times about my feelings on the NFL preseason and how I think it's beneficial and how you have to do it because it's valuable work for younger people. Sure. And you get to that point where you gel, get into your season, right? Yep. But this past weekend, man, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers took on the Miami Dolphins. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers' inactive roster of guys not playing in that preseason game was 29 players. Mm-hmm. That's ridiculous. Dude, I understand. Tom Brady took his, he got his stuff going on where he had to take his personal break. But then you got some second-year, first-year guys that are now moving into starting roles. You need 1 or 2 series to me to start getting ready, getting these guys to gel together. And no one played. So
I got a question for you, Big Game.
Go ahead, man. So my whole point is, now, is the preseason necessary? Yes. Younger guys need to work. They need to work. They got to get it. They got to show themselves in game situations, get that film out there. Because when you're a bubble guy and you don't think you're going to make that team you're on, you're auditioning for all 32 NFL teams. Mm-hmm. So you need to film. Film is your resume in the NFL. There's no like, hey, let me write a cover letter and send it into the Cowboys or to the Bengals. Your play is your cover letter. Your play is your resume, right? Mm-hmm. You need that. So you got to get the film. We understand that. But if stars are going to just start totally shutting it down and not getting any kind of work at all, it's got to be revamped or rebooted now. Don't get me twisted. I don't want my starter getting hurt because the Jets are very fortunate that Zach Wilson did not end his 2022 season in the first preseason game of the year. Real tough. Something's got to give where it can be a happy medium of getting good work, get quality work, and resting yourself to be ready for week 1 as well. There's a happy medium that's got to be found.
Well, I think you find that in the joint practices. you see starters there. I would like to see the preseason more where I get the first couple of games. Yeah, some of them started like one series. Like Trey Lance had one series. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The young man up in Chicago, Justin Fields, he had one series. Like they had one series, and then they were pulled. And so I think that's good, because hey, you knocked the rust off. DeShaun played a series a little bit more, whatever.
He
But
looked like he knocked some rust on.
well,
That looked rough.
but the whole point though is that yeah, you need the games, but to your point, also we need to see who's playing. I'm looking at it from a fantasy standpoint. Like I don't know who to draft because I mean, let's.
Your fantasy football is I got you. I'm not mad at you though. I feel you.
We
I
need
can't even.
that. We
I'm
need
s-
that.
I'm just saying. I need it. I need it.
We
Okay.
we need a
And
big game entertainment fantasy
well,
football.
my thing
And,
is,
and it's coming. We're gonna plug it at the end of the show, the night
yeah,
read, and we're gonna let everybody know when we're gonna draft and
yeah.
everything else. So
But I mean,
I got you, baby.
when you're looking at who the players, who's on the bubble, who's that third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh round guy that you're gonna pick up. Depending on how many rounds, some of y'all go for like 10 rounds, which I don't understand that. But anyway,
You auto drafting at that point anyway, Jay.
oh yeah,
You done
yeah,
and you auto drafting by the time you get down to the last two picks.
that's it. That's it. But still, you want to see who's what. And again, for your team, for your squad, you want to see if the guys that were drafted, the first year players, second year players, how they look, and then how the starters look with them as they're being plugged in. Because I'm definitely looking at some of the players that we drafted that will potentially start week one. So yeah, you need to have it. You have to have it. But it has to be pertinent. It has to be real.
Big game.
What's up, dog?
My question to you is, on average, how many guys play in an NFL game? On average, like
in a game or a preseason game, Reed?
no, I'm saying in an actual game.
So this is the thing about the NFL, which is really crazy, and I didn't really realize how it worked until I got there. So you have a 53-man roster once the regular season starts, right? But out of that 53, only like 47, I think 45 can be active. You have a non-active list, so coaches have to decide who's dressed and who's not going to dress on game day, and it all just depends on position and special teams and who's doing what. So like in Tampa, we kept 9 defensive linemen on the active roster, but a lot of times we're only going to dress 7 defensive linemen. So any week it might be like, hell, what two playing for, who playing to get that last spot, and what two gonna be inactive. It made for a very active defensive line meeting room, and people busting their ass because you didn't want to get left off, right?
Right.
Or if people were close to getting bonuses, a coach might pull a person out of position that week and put them on the bench. Believe that shit or not, dog, it's crazy. So it just depends. And if you get to that point where you're in that rotation, you're going to play. The game itself might dictate how long you play, how many plays you get. But I know in Tampa, we did a rotation amongst our defensive line. We had our starting 4, then we had 2 people in that could go in the middle, and we would have 2 guys that could play the end and the tackle position, and somebody that might be able to play 3 positions. And you were able to roll in and roll out to give people breaks when you needed them to, and how you wanted them to play. The linebacker room, they was like, we ran a 4-3. We had probably 6 active linebackers, and a couple of them guys knew they made it strictly because of special teams being active. Or one week you might get an extra linebacker, or depend on the DB. So it all just depends. But for the most part, you don't want your starters running down on your special teams. So you got to have those backup guys that can get in the game and give you some quality reps while your starters get a breather, but also do the dirty work on special teams. So, like I said, that to me, this is my whole thing. If you got a 53-man roster, everybody needs to be active. I don't get how the NFL just decided, well, we're going to let you keep 53, but you ain't dress everybody. everybody needs to be dressed, and especially since
Yeah.
you're worried about longevity or injuries or anything else, then you can get more proper rest because you're utilizing everybody that's on your roster and your makeup.
Yeah, because I always wonder why you see them guys on the sideline that look like they perfectly fine, but they dressed up in sweats and
street clothes, and it's because they just inactive. They were one of the ones that didn't make the game day roster, we used to call it.
They didn't have a jersey for them.
Now that they had a jersey, that shit was just in the bag. It didn't get pulled out. It got left in the trunk.
God, no.
Man,
That's tough.
harsh.
So yeah, it's different, man. But at the same time, it's cool. It's frustrating, but I like this. My whole thing, for the most part, my whole career in Tampa, we pretty much knew what the standard was, how it was set, and you had to go ball your ass off and make that game day roster, and that was the goal every week. Just make sure I'm dressing, I'm playing. If you dressed, you were gonna pretty much play, unless something just unforeseeable happened. Like you had to be sick, you had to do something real shitty and dumb. And if you did something real bad like that, you wasn't gonna dress anyway. So for the most part, if you were active on the sideline, you were gonna get playing time. That's the way Monty Kiffin did it and Tony Dungy did it. You know, that's the way our defense did it.
Yeah, but Tampa Bay, man, your defense, God, was stacked. I mean,
our bar was high, bro. I tell people that all the time. The bar was high as giraffe butt. Like you had to go get it. You couldn't. There was no like, hey man, I'm just gonna chill today. I don't care. I'll take a day off. Take a day off if you want. You ain't playing, or you gone. I mean, everybody wanted to be a part of that defense in the league at that time, man. It was amazing.
What about those guys? But what about them guys that know that they're like they know for sure that they start. They know for sure that they start. When they come to preseason, it's like they on the sideline bullshit. I mean, the guys that know that that can't nobody do they like, for example, Tom Brady. Let's just Brady know that ain't nobody taking his position.
Right, but Reed, let's keep it 100. On every team on all 32 teams in the NFL right now, we can go through every single team and we could pick 5 guys from the offense minimum, 5 guys from the defense minimum that you gonna start no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter pretty much don't know what they do. It's got to be something real catastrophic because as a coach, you still have a president and rules, right? You know what I'm saying? You still got some stuff let out. Now, we had a game one time up in Washington, and Sapp missed walkthrough. Sapp missed the walkthrough that Saturday morning. So when we got to Washington, the next day, he didn't start. He was pissed about it. But he knew Coach Dungy rule. Now, did he sit out a long time? Hell no. Nah. He sat out maybe 2 series, and he was right there in the game doing his thing, right?
Yeah.
Now, had that had been me, missed the walkthrough, I might have been inactive at camp. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he keep it on.
It's going to vary. Just like Jimmy Johnson said a long time ago. If I go in the meeting room and Troy Aikman sleep, hey, Troy, wake up, right? If it's that third quarterback sleep, hey, give me your playbook.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He get cut. You're going to treat different people different ways.
Yeah.
Now, that's just the reality of the league. Is it fair? Hell no. Life ain't fair. The fact that you in the NFL, you made it. It ain't fair. You ain't promised to just sustain it and keep it if you don't put certain work in. And some people get to a higher, you work at that point to get to a higher standard. Like, dog, when I got to a point where I knew I was going to make the team and not get cut, it was like, pressure off my back a little bit, but I knew it was still somebody nipping at my heels trying to come get me.
And I think you have to have that.
For sure.
I think you have to have that.
It keeps the competitive edge going, and you want it like that because it's my whole thing. It's taught me in life, nothing I want is ever going to be easy. I got to bust my butt to go get it, right?
Yeah.
So that's what it is, man, that part right there.
Do you think that some of these to Reed's point, some of these like even QBs, running backs, players just in general, they know that they're good and so they show up to camp overweight or rusty or just haven't done anything, and that's hurting not only their team but maybe even the product, the squad, the league, just not being ready?
It is, but at the same time, J-Stogs, not at the same time, but because, man, even with the minimum salary is what these guys get paid.
Yeah.
at some point in time, I don't even know if they really realize how good they have it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And guess what? I was a young person once. I took things for granted. Right. When you're young and you're making a lot of money doing something you love, it's easy to get caught up in certain things and forget what got you there sometimes. And I think some of the young guys, they get to that point. Now, do I think it's a slight to the game? Somewhat, but I really don't think it's intentional. I just think, because think about it. You're a star athlete. You get treated a certain way in college. You get baby. You get to the NFL, they hold you to a different standard. But depending on where they draft you and how you come in, they will let you get away with a little bit more until they realize either, you're that diamond in the rough that they sought after, or once they wiped off all the mud, there was no, that coal was just cold. There was no diamond in it. Then they're gonna kick you to
you're just like everybody else.
Yeah. So, it's one of those things, man.
Yeah. Man, I'm really excited about that next topic though. I hope we can go ahead and get into it.
Go ahead.
I'm not trying to
transition, my friend.
Transition. Thank you. We talk about, QBs and other players. Kyler Murray and his contract, right? He got his new deal. Other QBs have gotten theirs. So, what other QBs deserve a pay raise at this point? There's one in particular that I've been kind of looking at. He's been in the headlines here lately.
Lamar?
Yes. His name does rhyme with Ramar. Ramar Jackson.
This cat right here, man.
I'm special, man. I'm special.
Who is Ramar Jackson, bro?
It's the name that
Hacks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Lamar Jackson. Yes, Lamar Jackson. Should he step on the field without an extension? Should he have guaranteed money? Considering the type of play that the type of player that he is as a QB. You look at that and you look around the league and say who else should be there. But for me, that's the biggest name right now is, should Lamar Jackson get that money? And should it be guaranteed, and how much of it should be guaranteed?
All right, let me say this.
The question.
Go ahead, Reed.
Go ahead. Well, the question for me is always, when I look at these guys, when it comes time for their pay raise, just how special of a player is that guy? If he was to get released from that team, would they be would they be sought after just like that? If there were just trade rooms, would they be sought after just like that? Or would it be like, and to be honest, Lamar Jackson, I don't give a damn what y'all say, even though he's in my same division, he is a different breed of quarterback. I would see a lot of teams, if they needed a quarterback, I would see a lot of teams seeking after for Lamar. Just what he's able to do, what he's capable of doing, especially his legs and all of that. Dude is cold. So I agree with you, Stocks. I think he deserves a raise, but let's see how they do it.
Man, first and foremost, that's a great topic that we brought up, and I know we've talked about the quarterback situation on this show, on Pre-Game Sports Buzz. I've talked about it on Bucks Report. I've talked about it on so many different podcasts right now. Let's just call it what it is. DeShaun Watson and Kyler Murray have effed up the QB market right now.
Man.
Right? Deshaun Watson got paid after not even playing the whole season. The Browns come in and guarantee him $230 million just so they can get him. He had a pinky toe in the facility at Atlanta, right? So he was about to be gone. They guarantee it. Kyler Murray, he threatening to hold out. Arizona gives in. So we're gonna give you a deal, $230 million, $160 guaranteed. So here it is. Kyler Murray, now trust me, I've talked about it before, y'all. Y'all have heard me say it. I got mad respect for the kid's work ethic. I don't think that should have been questioned. Like when that contract came up, when he did get it, I think the fact of the rubric and what was used to grade his performance, what the hell was the Arizona Cardinals doing to evaluate him and give him this money here? So now, like we said, Lamar Jackson has got to be sitting back licking his chops, knowing that the Brinks truck is going to bounce and break once he gets paid, man.
Yeah.
It should be ridiculous. Should it be guaranteed? If Kyler and DeShaun,
damn right, it should be guaranteed.
If
they got guaranteed, he needs to get guaranteed.
Lamar Jackson needs at least
I think
it's right. It's only right.
250
It's only right.
guaranteed.
250.
It's
250 guaranteed.
You gave DeShaun 230.
I understand that. I understand that. Now, but Lamar is coming off an injury.
Okay.
And, he is.
Hey, J-Stogs, not to cut you off. Your boy Dak Prescott got paid off of an injury.
He did.
And he hasn't done nearly as much as Lamar Jackson yet.
He has not. He has not.
And Dak earned his money. Dak earned the money he got.
Dak earned the money.
Dak has earned his money. Some people are mad because he wanted a shorter deal, but he knew that TV money was coming.
Yeah.
So he wanted to be able to get out and negotiate for bigger bread. I'm never mad at the player for getting it. Guys, I am not mad that Kyler Murray got paid.
No.
I'm happy for Kyler Murray. I think the Arizona Cardinals showed that they may be some of the dumbest front office people in the world, though.
I think they were scared. I think
they
were scared. I think they were scared that
too many other people out there. He was not.
Who?
Okay, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I think they were scared.
Would Kyler Murray be a sought out quarterback?
Yes, I think he would be
more than Lamar Jackson.
If you put Lamar and Kyler out there at the same time, I think possibly he would, only because he's younger and he's not coming off of injury like that. So I think that matters.
Man, he's 5'11". He can barely see over the line.
Yes.
He utilizes his legs.
Yes, has small hands. Small hands and all that.
There has to be something to the not studying, or they never would have put the damn clause in the contract, right? There's something going on there.
I agree.
Not hating him, but my thing is, people decide how they want to value certain quarterbacks and certain people, and Baltimore is missing on this right now. They need to solidify their quarterback and lock him in, because without him, we don't even talk about the Ravens.
No.
Now Lamar Jackson, the Ravens don't even get talked about.
They don't exist.
Correct. But I'm looking at other situations around the league to say, all right, if it's not them, then who? Like maybe Houston, even though they seem to like their quarterback.
Well, you gotta like him when you don't get anybody else. You gotta sell the fans that David Mills III is your guy because you drafted no one else. You're going with your third round draft. From a year ago, right?
Saying, so you lose Wilson out in Seattle. You're trying to make it look okay out there. There's another opportunity. Like I said, there's no in Pittsburgh. No one's talking about Pittsburgh. That's what's crazy to me. Like no one's saying
they've been talking. I mean, they've been. I don't know about the blogs or Twitter or anything else, but right now Trubisky looks like he's going to win the starting job. They said, but
Mitchell Trubisky.
But your boy Pickett is right there on his heels, and he's having an okay camp. But Trubisky seems to be the front runner right now.
So again,
there's starting by the end of the season.
There's another landing spot. You know what I'm saying? So like there are some places that they could have gone after either Kyler Murray or Lamar Jackson. Which one you want? I mean, it just depends on what you can afford at that point. But I think it was scary for Arizona to say, look, if we let him go, or if he sits out, the season's over.
Jay, he wasn't going to see. I think he used a baseball threat, but let's be real. He had a whole another 2 years left on his deal, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What you in a hurry for? Tell him, hey, this is what we're going to do. We are open to giving you this.
Yeah.
Let's see what this season looks like first. I'm down for giving people their money when they earn it.
Right.
That last playoff game alone, the last half of that season, in the last 2 years, Kyler Murray has started hot and showed no progression towards the end of the year. He didn't get. He had in the last 2 years. He has not gotten better in the last 5 games of the season.
Yeah,
you gonna do the same thing this year? What?
What's gonna change? When you get broke off them kind of numbers, you got to start changing stuff. You got to start winning in the postseason, man.
The other part of it, though, is that you're looking at, okay, well, he should have D-Hop back.
6 weeks gone.
6 weeks gone, but he should be back. That's not a season killer as we see. So he should be back. He should have some help there. And he's got Ertz now for the whole season, and Watt should be playing, all season. Hopefully he doesn't get hurt. So there's some parts and pieces. I know I'm selling it. I know I'm selling it. I know I am.
You trying to sell it to yourself?
No, I'm not to me.
You ain't
and
selling,
maybe I am.
You ain't selling nothing to me right now. I ain't buying
maybe
that.
I am.
I ain't buying none of that.
Maybe I am because again, the justification of the contract. Hey, Arizona said that this was the way we were going to get him, and that's what they did. So now, good luck.
See, Arizona didn't even believe in themselves. They didn't even believe in themselves. They didn't. Because like I said, it's so much going on with that. Two things, and the whole contract thing still makes me mad. Because if this is really your guy that you're really extending, you believe is your future, you're not giving him a 4-hour stipulation. And then they come back like, well, we didn't know it was going to cause a distraction, so we're going to take it out. You thought that was going to fly?
You knew.
The way people troll people nowadays, you really thought that was going to fly? And now, like they said, contracts become public record once signed, so that's how the contract, that's how it got it. But now, what kind of representation do you have also, Kyler Murray, if your agent to say, hey, man, they put something crazy in here. We're not going to sign this until they take it out.
Yeah, facts. You shouldn't have signed it, bro. But
it's so many people involved right now. I'm mad at all of them, dog.
Does Arizona have a chance to win the NFC West?
Not against the Rams. Not with the Rams.
I'm not sold on it.
Hell no.
And losing Chandler Jones to the Las Vegas Raiders, their best defensive end?
No.
And J.J. Watt played 5 games last year, 6 maybe, I think.
Yeah, but he's back healthy.
And can we just say that he's injury prone?
How long is he back healthy?
Can we just say he's injury prone?
There's that part. I don't know.
When's the last time you played a full season?
Hey, man, and like I said, I don't like to throw shade or dirt at nobody.
Yeah.
But back when before Big Game Sports Buzz became a podcast, when I was just doing blogs, I did a story about J.J. Watt and how a lot of his injuries are consistent with substance abuse injuries.
There's that part.
Stocks.
Look it up.
There's that part. No, I mean, I there are certain things that because Zion Williams is another one that I'm like, there's just something that he just continues to have hurt all the time.
Hey man, does Zion Williams look like Cookie Monster?
Bro. Facts.
I'm just saying.
Check. Wow. Yeah. So I'm just there just seems to be an issue there. I don't know if they win the West. I don't know. The Rams, it just seems like they have endless money.
Yeah.
They just have endless money. So they're like, okay. That's out of shape. Possibly, but I just know that I don't know. It's going to be very interesting this year to watch all of football, but NFC West, AFC East, AFC West, like all the divisions should be pretty competitive with the exception of course, NFC North. No one cares. I don't think anyone cares about NFC North. I don't think anyone cares.
Hey, but guys, before we move on, is there any other quarterback besides Lamar Jackson you think that is deserving of a payday that we haven't talked about yet?
No. Who cares?
Okay.
I mean, I'm sorry.
No. I'm not trying to be funny. I just didn't know if y'all had anybody else in mind.
I
believe everyone that is of what's the word I'm looking for?
Of value.
Yeah, it is. I think everyone is under contract already.
Yeah.
Except for Lamar. So other than that, that's the only thing we're waiting to see right now. Everybody else, it is what it is. We're not losing no sleep over it. Interested to see what Marcus Mariota is looking like. They're saying that he's having a good camp.
Are we interested in it?
I am. I was a Mariota fan in Oregon, so I just want to see if he can get back to what he was like that one good year in Tennessee.
I was I wasn't. I was interested to see what Mariota was going to do, but
Boy, you so disrespectful. When you
my bad. Marcus Mariota was going to do in Tennessee, and then he showed it, and it was like, okay.
Or like Smitty would say, Marcus Motorola.
Moving on. It's sad how you get beat out by Tannehill. Trash.
Hey, I think Josh Allen got an extension, or
I think he did.
Yeah,
something's close with that. Like Josh Allen not even tripping on Buffalo. They about to take care of him.
Yeah. No, he's
if
good.
They haven't already, but I think he's good. If I'm not mistaken,
He's good. He's really good. What's next, man?
Well, moving on, man. Who do y'all think, coach or player wise, is on the hot seat this season?
AFC South. No, NFC South.
Matt Rule.
Oh, for sure.
Matt Rule in Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Matt Rule.
Matt McCarthy.
The fifth grade science teacher is he dressed like a fifth grade science teacher sometimes.
Sad,
I believe him and Sam Darnold with bringing Baker Mayfield in, going in to get Darnold the year before is I think that's all hot fire right there. Joe,
I don't think so.
We just talked about Arizona, and
I don't think so.
Kingsbury might be with if Kyler's your guy, you pay him this money, they go tank this year, maybe. It's not a bad.
I don't think so. I think though. I don't think so. I think Kingsbury is there for a little bit longer.
Okay.
I think Kingsbury is there for Kingsbury. I think Kingsbury is there for a little bit longer.
Y'all think maybe Pete Carroll? We see that.
You know,
I think Pete gonna get a pass just because they know they don't really have a quarterback this year.
He'll have excuses.
I think that they've solidified a way out for Pete to not hold it against him by not really having a quarterback that anyone's sold on yet.
Yeah. I actually think Jones, this might be it for him as far as
Daniel
QB.
Jones.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I think it might. I think this might be.
For the player aspect, that's on the hot seat.
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt. He playing in fish grease. It's real hot. It's real hot under his feet. He playing the fish grease. He about to get his ass gonna get cooked if they don't get it together.
Yeah, I think he's one. I think maybe even Kirk Cousins.
Definitely.
Maybe another one.
I
think he's gonna be another QB that's gonna be on that seat. I'm
gonna say Wilson, Zach Wilson. I'm gonna say him over there for the Jets.
I don't think Zach Wilson's in the hot seat. Second year guy, first round pick. They just added some weapons to him. Now his ass, he better learn how to slide in a preseason game.
Here's what I'm gonna say about this, Joe.
Not Hurts.
Here's what I'm gonna say about this. I don't disagree with this. I don't disagree with this. Matter of fact, I don't disagree with him or Tua. I think if Tua can't show major progression with the weapons he has, because that's always been, he doesn't have anybody to throw to, and he doesn't have this and doesn't have that, and you got him now. What you gonna do, my guy? So I think Tua, their eyes will be on him, and if he can't produce better, then it may be. By the end of the season, it may be one of those things like, let's look in the draft and see what's out there. Because, Ross likes to tank anyway, so. He likes to lose games.
Boy.
He's not above the below. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's kind of where you are with it. It's other than that, everyone is pretty much, I think, solid. They're young. They've already been signed. They're in it to win it. So, yeah, that's how I put it.
Okay,
but it's just gonna be interesting.
Pretty good picks right there. Hey, do you think that Aaron? Nah, that's a dumb question. I ain't gonna ask that.
What douche master?
Yeah. What kind of pressure is Aaron Rodgers under? for Green Bay if they don't perform this year?
None.
Exactly. That's why I said it's a dumb question because
And
they want him as long as he wants to be there.
Facts.
And that's the sad part. I don't think it's a dumb question. I think it's one of those questions like how much do you put up with? You know, if you're a fan, which means you're a stockholder, which means you're an owner in Green Bay, then at what point do you say, okay, LaFleur, it's either you or Aaron? Which is it going to be? Which is it going to be? Is it going to be you or is it going to be Douchemaster Flex? So,
well, obviously, Aaron can do whatever he wants. There, been able to do whatever he wants.
This dude said Douchemaster Flex.
I think to a point. I mean, you know, they haven't produced anything in damn near what 10 years.
Yeah, but they look at him damn near like they look at Tom Brady, man.
Well,
There's
but
something
Tom,
about Aaron Rodgers. They just love him.
but at least Tom produces.
Yeah.
Like I can talk about old man Tom all I want to, but he'll get you at least to the NFC Championship. He'll get you to your conference championship. Like he'll do that. Not
he's starting to look like, well, not look like, but personality wise, like another Jay Cutler.
Oh no!
Who we talking about? Tom Brady?
No.
Oh,
Aaron
okay.
Rodgers. I can't put anybody in Jay Cutler's.
Douche Dodgers.
I got all this money, and I just but he's still a competitive guy. I'm saying like his personality.
Jay Cutler shut it down, man.
Cutler just got that money and was just like, I don't care, bro.
Nah, he's competitive to a point, but he's all about himself. I mean, that's why you lose, Devontae Adams, because he's like, well, as long as I'm paid.
I don't know about y'all.
You didn't get a better contract? That's on you, my guy. Like, dude, bro, hey, we trying to do a team thing, and you all about individualism. and to me, that's why they won't win. Because it's about the individual, and they don't look at the team.
Not gonna argue that point, man.
So, because
Green Bay's got two, right?
Green Bay has
two,
what,
right?
Two in the modern era.
One with Favre and one with Rodgers.
I mean, yeah. If you're talking like before the merger and all of that, yeah. They have two. And I would say that even though Favre played for Minnesota, I think now people love Favre more than they like Douche Dodgers. So I could be wrong, but
it is, man. His name was always it's Favre, but it's spelled Favre.
It's Favre, but it's Favre. They're from Mississippi. What can you do? What can you do? Hey, Mississippi in the house.
Don't hate.
No, I'm not hating on Mississippi, man. I'm not hating on the SIP. I know some good people from the SIP.
The SIP.
The SIP. That's how it's, hey, Kosciuszko, stand up. But it gets all over me, man. You just be like, this guy. Just like the whole thing, like I was just tired of talking about it, a couple of seasons ago where it was just him and I don't know if I'm gonna sign. I'm really looking for someone else, and I don't like what they did in getting Jordan Love and blah blah blah. It happens, bro. If you're supposed to be,
but they should have got Jordan Love when they did. If I was Aaron Rodgers, and I'm not no big Aaron Rodgers fan, I would have been mad too. Here it is. I need another weapon to help complement Devontae Adams, and you go get somebody that you want to replace me, but yet he ain't touched the field yet, going on his third year. That was stupid.
Guess what? They did the exact same thing to Favre.
Yeah, but Favre got pushed out the door. Aaron Rodgers don't like he going nowhere.
Yeah. Favre did push out the door.
It's a little bit different, J-Stogs.
I don't see how he won a Super Bowl.
Okay.
He won a Super Bowl, right?
You see Jordan Love coming into being Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay for like the next 10 years?
I mean, no one saw Aaron Rodgers doing that.
Okay, you're saying that now, but
I'm talking about back then. No one's like, how do you get rid of Favre? Like he's Favre. Like he throws like 30 touchdowns. Yes, he throws 30 interceptions, but he throws 30 touchdowns. Like it's Favre. Like he's an all-time passing leader at one point. It's Favre. And you're gonna, who is this guy? Aaron Rodgers? Who is this guy? You know, so hey.
all right.
Oh, I feel it.
I do.
I mean, and so Joe, great question here. Okay. Never brought number 2 to the table about free agency. Here's my question. If you're Douche Dodgers, should you feel as though you should have been called about Jordan Love or the pick, or say, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to make some moves. You say, no, you still our guy, but we're getting Jordan Love.
I think they needed too many things to even consider drafting a quarterback in the first round. If I'm your star quarterback, do I have to have say in what you do? We already know that the NFL doesn't treat NFL guys like the NBA teams treat NBA guys. We understand that. But at the same time, as far as like even more offensive line, another receiver, a decent tight end, you go get a backup, a guy that's a quarterback that end up being played backup for more than 3 years. Jordan Love right now, if he was that guy getting drafted in the first round when he did, right now the talk in Green Bay should be is Jordan Rodgers. I'm mixing names. Is Jordan Love going to take Aaron Rodgers' job? And it hadn't never come up. He's no threat.
Yeah. He obviously ain't a threat.
Well, if he's not a threat, why draft him in the first round?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What the hell they general management doing in Green Bay? That's the whole point of my conversation. What was the point of doing it?
Let's see. What my man say? Rodgers was top tier coming out of Cal. San Fran knew he was real, but took Alex Smith. I mean, yeah, 3 years he asked for, another receiver in defense. They brought Cobb back for him. Yes, he was older.
Man, if you don't stop, Cobb when he left, Cobb should have been shot when he left, when he got to Dallas. And J-Stogs know that. That's why he's laughing right now. Like
they brought back Jordy Nelson. Oh, bro, come on.
Donald Driver's ready to play again.
I'm just saying, man.
He's gonna dance his way to the end zone like Dancing with the Stars.
I mean, Sterling Shopper heard was still available.
Man, really? That's what we're doing?
It says Sterling Sharp. Wow.
I'm sure Raheem Ishmael, the Rocket, was somewhere around. He could play.
Antonio Freeman.
Hey,
that's what we're doing, right? All them ready to come back.
You know what? They could have brought T.O. in. T.O. ready, always ready. They could have done it.
He is, though. That's the funny part.
I'm about to mute J-Stogs in a minute. I'm going to mute you in a second.
Why?
Stop.
Because I'm telling the truth? Because I'm speaking facts?
T.O.'s not ready. Except
T.O.'s ready. T.O. is playing ball right now. He's playing full contact football right now.
Where?
You know where.
The Fan Control Football League?
Yes.
Where dudes pull out doobies out their helmets to celebrate?
Oh, yeah, I saw that. But do you not think that T.O. could have been a good possession receiver?
3, 4, 5 years ago? Yes.
Now, he can burn somebody. But a good 3, 4, 5 yards?
No, man.
It been done.
Hey, for what you would have to pay him to get you 4 or 5 yards,
not much.
You go get a younger guy for way cheaper.
Not much.
Than that.
No, I don't think so. He just
can because he has a veteran. No, but he has a veteran minimum. So there's still a certain minimum you have to pay him.
Granted,
that would be more than paying a free agent that can make.
But that young free agent wouldn't have played as well as him. That's a fact. And you can say what you want to.
Well, at the end of the day, bottom lines matter in this league, Jay. Say what you want to.
See, that's the issue, man. That's where fans like me get upset because it's like, look, this dude can play. He can play. And yes, league minimum, you get a younger kid who's gonna have drops, who's never played in the league before.
Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna get 2 for 1. I'm gonna get 2 people for the price of 1 veteran.
And they both suck. Does that make sense?
I know it doesn't, but I'm gonna take a chance of this dude dropping some passes for $1.99 opposed to this dude catching some passes for $13.99.
That don't even make sense.
That's what it is, though.
That don't even make sense.
It ain't gotta make sense. Guess what? It make dollars.
It don't make sense.
It made dollars.
No, it don't even make. It don't
It
even
dollars,
do
it makes
that.
sense.
You get two
make
guys
dollars. It don't make sense.
for $13.99. Neither one of them can catch. You got one dude that you know is a proven commodity. Come on, man. Come on, man.
I ain't gonna lie. I would like to see T.O. at least one more year in the league.
And
I personally would.
And you know
Hey,
he would have went.
T.O. got a yellow jacket. Go sit down somewhere. Sit down.
Okay, he got a yellow jacket. But you know what? But you know what he don't have? He ain't got that hardware. He ain't got that hardware. And the great ones have the hardware. As far as the receivers, they got it.
He ain't about to get it. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
No, he not.
He's not about to get it.
You know.
All T.O. gonna do is get harassed by his Karen neighbor.
Man, let's do one. One gotta go.
Yeah, man.
What we gotta do?
So, in the spirit of football, I decided to go.
Would you rather? What is
for one gotta go, bro? Oh, Reed does would you rather, but we're gonna do the one gotta go first.
Why we gotta do that?
Hey man, don't start J-Stogs, we'll choke you. Hey, so we're gonna go NFL shows right now. Inside the NFL, Good Morning Football, Hard Knocks, or NFL Live. One gotta go. Inside the NFL, Good Morning Football, Hard Knocks, or NFL Live.
Hard Knocks is dope, though. Hard Knocks is dope. I like what they do with that. NFL Live is classic. Inside the NFL, I got my boy JB. I'm saying Good Morning Football. I'm saying Good Morning Football. I could be all right with that. I'd be all right with that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. Even though it's Detroit Lions, I still would watch it.
Hard Knocks is legit.
Hard Knocks is legit. And they have storylines and all that. I like it. Yeah. In between NFL Live and inside the NFL, because I love watching my guy Ray. He's just so excitable, man. He's just, he can give you a menu at McDonald's. And you're like, ooh, I want whatever he said. Man, I'm telling you, you gotta get, man, this cheeseburger, man, is something powerful. Like, oh, yes, I want that. Thank you. I will have that in a large.
You said thank you.
Thank you. I'll have that in a large.
This was a hard list for me, man. I made this, and then after I made it, I was like, wow. Inside the NFL, it was just like tradition. Like, I remember being young, like in middle school, and watching Inside the NFL, talk about everything that was going on, pretty much reviewing the week of the games beforehand. NFL Live on ESPN, they do a great job. I always tune into that to get, my football information. I'm a big Nate Burleson fan. Shout out to my University of Nevada brother. Good Morning Football is a good show. Hard Knocks, I think they do a little bit too much sometimes, but it's beyond entertaining. So just because Good Morning Football comes on while I'm working and I never really get a chance to go back and watch it, I'm torn between Good Morning Football and Hard Knocks, man. I think Good Morning Football, though, has got to go out of all four of those. I'm with you, Reed.
Good shows,
great shows.
Great shows, but one got to go. That's what we do.
I like
here.
Nate, and I think Nate has done an awesome job because now he's featured on other shows.
Hey man, he's going to he's like the ABC, the CBS or somebody versions of Michael Strahan on Good Morning America. He's on like not NBA, CBS Today, some shit. Sorry, Nate. I'll sing you. I'm sorry, I forgot the name, brother. Either way,
he owns some shows with football on it. I know you're gonna tell me how to kid.
It's all good, man. Hey, some things I've done to myself. I've asked for it myself, Jay.
Oh my God.
Not mad at you at all.
Blame the cup. The dark side made me do it.
What up?
On the trip.
What up, man?
Dark side made me do it, man.
So, hey, that's we got time for one. Would you rather?
We got time for one or two. I got two good ones.
Oh, let them fly.
All right. I'm gonna do both, so y'all just get
Literally
ready.
have no
Hey,
time.
I'm doing both.
You
Have
good,
no
man?
time.
First one. Would you rather be forced to listen 24 hours straight, no breaks, be forced to listen to Stephen A. Smith talk about Aaron Rodgers or Skip Bayless talking about Tom Brady?
Oh shoot,
Tom Brady.
I can't take Skip Bayless for 24 hours.
I can't.
I'm about to
That's
go
hard.
Stephen A. Smith.
I can't
'Cause
take Steve.
At least Stephen A. Smith. I might be arguing back to the recording. At least that's some entertainment. Skip Bayless, like, you know what? No, I don't know. Maybe Skip Bayless, because I might get some good sleep off of it.
Let's say Stephen A. Just because he's talking about douche Dodgers, man. So yeah, no, that's a. And I really don't like Skip.
I hate Skip Bayless.
I'm gonna
listen to
turn the
Stephen
TV
A.
off.
I was gonna say, can I just like punch my ears out?
Oh wow!
I just
So
changed
they
the channel.
bleed. Yeah, just
I changed the channel. That's it. I changed the channel.
You can't change the channel. What's the next one?
would. Next
TV
one.
stuck in the own position, can't turn it off.
Would you rather see your team splurge $50 million in free agency on Mark Sanchez or Brandon Whedon?
Hey, let's not forget Mark Sanchez took the Jets to the AFC Championship game twice.
But Fumble did do that. But that was all on the
did.
defense. The defense did that.
Okay.
I guess it'd have to be on Mark Sanchez, though.
I think Sanchez wins by default.
Yeah, I think so too. Like Brandon Williams is God.
Did y'all have him? Didn't the Cowboys have him for a minute?
I will not speak on that. Isn't it time to go? Or do something else? Other than talk about that.
Yes, it is.
Check us out, Big Game.
Another great show.
Man,
appreciate you guys.
It has been another edition of the Chop Shop. Again, thank y'all for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know every time we drop brand new content. You got the musicologist, A. Reed, the buff nerd, J-Stogs. I'm your boy, Big Game James, and you have been in the Chop Shop.